Hello, everybody. We're back.
We're back with a vengeance. Or at least this kid.
Vengeance.
Yep. Or at least this kid is, anyway.
Sony Computer Entertainment America presents...
Don't look at the bottom. It ruins the surprise.
I guess it's a good thing the series never actually continued that little tradition
Adobe
that the Crash series
Surround
did.
Sound Pro Logic 2 thing.
Yeah, it's fine. We see a desolate city.
Wait a minute. I was pretty sure the series took place on a tropical island.
I was too. Then they decided to, I guess, take a whole new design change, but... I know that website that website still exists, right?
Oh, I'm sure it is. I mean, Naughty Dog is still a thing.
Welcome to Jack 2 and Daxter.
Hey, looking better than ever, buddy.
Hey, I actually do love how his model looks in these games moving forward.
Oh, yeah.
What we will say is they really let him be more expressive moving forward. But
And boy, did it work out. Yeah.
So they ditched the Daxter, so, saying screw you to Ratchet and Clank and their whole thing. It's just Jack now.
Well, technically, Ratchet did kind of do that as well. Didn't the sequels right after Ratchet and Clank do that?
Just one of them, which was Deadlocked.
Mm-hmm.
And technically Secret Agent Clank, but yeah. So they were even, and granted, Daxter did have his own thing called Daxter, which we may do a look at or something of. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but
I need to play through the game again to see if it's worth the commentary or not.
But just let it be known that Daxter is like an interquel, and we'll explain where we'll explain when the game is meant to be played in this part, I guess. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Make the save game already. Oh, by the way, and yes, I'm playing this on classic PS1 or PS2 actually. And actually, when I get to that, I actually have a fun little thing to mention about why I'm glad I actually played on the original PS2 and not the PS4 version.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm pretty sure they've patched that by now, but because I do remember. What the hell?
In ancient times.
After Jack's first adventure.
And about 30 more power cells.
Because I had to go back and get them all.
That's fair. So wait, you
back
literally
at that ancient door.
He totally didn't record this, by the way. He stole it from YouTube.
Wow,
whatever.
It's an ancient precursor door. It looks like it will only.
That's why the frickin' it's so off-centered. I'll have to double check that later.
That's fair.
We're heroes. Remember, we have 100 power cells.
Technically, there are, I think, 101 in the game, but
was that taken straight from the
roughly,
first game?
Yeah. Yes, this is from the first game.
Okay.
This is the bonus ending you get at the very end if you collect all 100 power cells out of 101.
Gotcha.
Makes you wonder what that extra one was for.
That was the cute little doorbell. I don't know.
You know, this also kind of reminds me of like the very end of Looney Tunes Back in Action for the game version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Need like a whole bunch of monkeys in order to open one gate just to get to the very final part of the game. What's beyond the light? Well, that's what Jak 2's for.
Yeah.
So about 1 week and a lot of heavy lifting later.
Text.
What is this text? What is this
That's
text anyway?
That's precursor text. It's a cool font. You can download it. The official font.
Wow, someone actually made an entire font for the fucking precursor text.
Yeah, no, because it is translated. They actually wrote real things in this game with it.
Gotcha.
Welcome
Here we are,
to
guys.
Jak 2. Or Jak 2 Renegade, I think, is in Europe and stuff.
Yeah.
Welcome to Jak 2 Renegade.
Honestly, when you stop and think about it, that is an appropriate title considering. Oh wow, Jak, look at you, man. No longer do you look like an awkward mess. Kira, on the other hand,
Kira kind of shows how this game tried to move away from the anime, super anime-esque art style.
and for her, I don't think it really worked all that well.
It doesn't quite work. It definitely didn't work for her in Jak 3, you're gonna say.
Yeah. Everyone else though looks fine.
Oh, yeah, Samos is just as awesome as always, and still voiced by what's-his-face.
By what's-his-face.
Sure, we'll go with that.
James what's-his-face. Man of great legend. Anyway.
So, push the button, Jak.
Looks like Jak still got the mojo.
Interesting. It appears.
So this is something I think they call a time surfer, time something.
So yeah, we're
a
essentially
spacecraft.
So
it's some sort of a vehicle that can traverse space and time.
So yeah, we're literally going on a time traveling spree, and oh shit, this ain't looking good.
It's sucking us in! Or playing stuff out.
How? What happened? Oh, hello!
Oh, who? Huh? What?
I got push, mash buttons, do something, anything! Up, down, that. Oh,
No,
God.
no, not the ignition!
Oh, you're probably gonna run the
Okay,
thing back
so
in there.
I guess it's okay.
Oh boy.
Eee. Wow.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you didn't
Whoa.
don't get used to that island because we're never going there ever again.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's gone, and I hope you didn't miss Kira or Samus, because goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh no, they'll be back eventually if we find them. For now, we're in a whole new world.
Oh yeah, by the way, from this point forward, this is also where the game started to get more T-rated.
Oh yeah, in more ways than one.
Okay. I swear, that's the last time I ever touch any stupid precursor crap!
He said crap, and oh, and they got guns, like real guns.
Oh shit.
E.T., this is
And there it
not.
goes.
Forget the rat.
It's around. I think it's around here where the Daxter game actually starts off.
Waiting for you.
Oh,
Like this, they replay the same scene and everything, though from Daxter's
This is where
perspective.
Daxter would play.
Kind of.
So,
years
say before you know
later.
it,
Yes, later.
and it's revealed that we have been kidnapped by the all, the powerful Mr. Krabs.
wait.
Actually, wouldn't Dr. Cortex be a more appropriate comparison?
Let's listen.
Nothing. I was informed that this one might be different.
Boy.
He is surprisingly resistant to your experiments.
He sounds more like
Praxis.
Uka Uka than he
The
does
Dark Warrior
Cortex.
program has failed.
You should at least be dead with all the dark.
It sounds like a mixture of both when you stop and think about it.
Now, Metalhead
Okay,
armies are
fine.
pressing
Joke
their
aside,
attacks.
yes, this is Mr.
A new
Krabs.
weapon.
AKA
My men
Clancy
cannot hold
Brown.
them off forever.
I will not be remembered as the man who lost this.
So basically, what they've been doing for all these years is they've been injecting with a whole bunch of our dark eco, which, well, you see how it happened, how Daxter got affected by it, but Jack seems to be no worse for wear, I think.
And that was Baron Praxis and his lackey Errol. And here comes Daxter straight from the end of his game.
Body chain,
2
trucks,
years
food,
later.
torture devices. Hey, buddy, you seen any
Actually,
heroes
being
around
fair,
here?
the Dark Ego
Wow,
did
what'd they
affect
do to you?
Jack in some aspect.
Jack,
It gave him the
it's
ability
me,
to...
Daxter. That's a fine hello. I've
Wait.
been crawling around in this place, risking my tail.
And by the way,
literally,
Daxter says he's been
to
working
save
for
you.
years.
I've been looking
Daxter
for
says
you
that
for
it takes
2
place a
years.
year and like
Say
12 months
something.
later.
There it goes.
11 months, anyway.
Once.
I'm gonna kill Praxis.
He can talk!
Right now, we gotta get
Let me
you
take a
out.
photo to remember this by.
Figure out how to open this
Maybe
door.
he'll take his first steps. His first cut.
Oh,
Oh,
shit!
his first breakdown emotional
You can do it.
disrupting.
Jack, easy
Oh
now.
my.
Easy, buddy. It's
This
your
got
house,
super
Daxter,
edgy super
remember?
fast.
Oh, hey, but at least he remembers it.
What the heck was that?
That's what everyone else is
I'm here
asking.
to piss you off. Come on, tall, dark,
But
and gruesome.
take note,
We're
Sega.
at it.
This is how to do a slightly edgier sequel better.
I brought you some
Let's. Did we forget the werehog?
Yeah. So, welcome everybody to Jack 2 Renegade.
Well, that was the thing he was
This
saying. He's
is-
saying this is how you do it better.
Yeah, this is how to do it. Right. So, this is the sequel to Jack and Daxter. And might I say, myself
how to
and
jump?
the entire rest of the world shared a collective... What the fuck? But
Please tell
once
me
you start
remember
playing
how
it,
to
you realize like
roll.
it does keep to the platformer
Alert.
like
Prison escape in
sense.
progress.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, cursor orbs are back.
Only this time
Fiber
they're a
Giants.
lot rarer this time around.
We might find a few hidden
Okay, because I don't
around,
even
or
think
get some
because
doing difficult
this game is
tasks.
old
You'll be able to buy stuff
and we've
with
already I think twice now made references to this.
There are lots of
This is
crimson bark
this
crates lying around
world
for the
takes
taking.
place far
Break
into the
that crate.
future,
Good job. The crate had a health pack
which is
inside.
why the precursor
Pick
orbs
it
are
up.
still
You'll
there
wanna
and
keep healthy,
rare.
Jack.
Which
You're,
then, might I
in the fight.
say, proves that Uncharted takes place in the far, far, farther future.
Really?
Okay, spoilers. Yes, in Uncharted you can literally find a precursor orb as one of the artifacts.
You are in a
Well, that's just
restricted
an Easter egg.
Sectors on high alert.
No,
If you duck
no.
before you
Game
jump,
Facts has
it's
told me
okay.
everything is canon.
I jumped to reach the top of this ledge,
Logan,
Jack.
have a drink.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
well,
know
if that's
that.
the
In
case,
Sonic,
then we're
in
just...
Sonic and Earthworm.
Dodge,
I was about
Jack.
to say, if that's the
Do
case,
your
then where
run.
exactly does Sly Cooper Thieves in Time place? Because I know one of the things you can get in that is like a taxidermy to Daxter.
That's again in the far past or whatever. Before, like when animals ruled the world. I don't know. It has to be canon, yes. And Earthworm Jim and Sonic exist in the same world as Donkey Kong Country. I know this. Their things are there on the corner. It's proven fact.
And I swear to you all, Mario and Final Fantasy Behemoth exist in the exact same universe. I have proof, chat.
Oh yeah, that game is so weird.
It's so fucking weird, and I kind of wish it wasn't on the Wii. But anyway, so terribly sorry.
Oh gosh, they're below us.
Let's go back to Jak 2 and...
Oh
no, they're shooting at us.
Ow.
Oh,
So-
wow, Logan. I'm gonna have to knock dock points down, because, you should never get shot by these guys.
It's because, and I normally don't, but I guess I like stop. I've been able to get that precursor but not get zapped.
You were to prove that these guys are about as incompetent as stormtroopers, and you failed at your job.
Oh wait, hang on.
well, it's a whole new world. He's discombobulated by everything.
Hang on.
See that new JX7 racer? Sweet ride.
They talk, and
Seen anything?
a lot of them are voiced by Phil Lamar.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Oh yeah, Phil Lamar does have a
Just got a radio alert. Stay
lot
focused.
under his belt in this game, from what I remember.
Collect your bribe.
Hurry it up, Jak! I'm freezing here!
Oh gosh, they saw me.
That was actually
Oh,
good
that was
timing,
still
not gonna lie.
Still. But they have the same combat. Like I will give this game credit. Even though they've drastically changed the scenario, tone, and setting of the game, the mechanics are all pretty much there.
Yeah, and in a way, in some cases they are a bit refined, but Jak is still slow as a snail. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, so I gotta use long jumps, and we got green eco chest.
And
I can still
honestly,
do my
if what I-
old-fashioned,
And
like,
honestly,
dive
if what I
jump
hear
to get
about
up.
if what I hear about Jak 2 is correct in terms of the actual saying itself, that slowness is going to be painfully accentuated in this playthrough.
Get that Baron Praxis guy over.
Oh
unless
yeah,
I learn how to hotwire.
well, that too. That said, before we do that, why don't we meet up with our first colorful cast of characters, including an old man.
My name is
Hello,
Paul.
stranger. He just
May
looks
I
up his
help
cloak.
you?
What are you buying?
Smart man. I want
Oh.
information. Where the hell am I?
Sorry. He's new to the whole conversation thing.
Oh, that kid looks cute. Totally doesn't look familiar at all.
You are a guest of His Majesty Baron Praxis, the ruler of glorious
Crusty
Haven
crab.
City.
I was just a guest.
The crusty haven.
Inside a cell or inside
And he
a
lives inside
city,
Krusty Towers.
walls
His empire has
surround
kind
us
of
both.
gone out of
We are
whack.
Oh
all
god, yeah, you're right.
prisoners.
This is Krusty Towers, only on a much greater scale.
In the wrong
I don't know
place.
if it's just me, but
And-
this bearded guy
I
kind of
move
sounds
on.
like that good soup guy from Curse of Monkey Island.
Grand Protector of Haven City.
How
Maybe it's the
big is
same
that?
actor.
Everyone in this section is hereby under arrest for
Well, actually, no. This guy sounds a little lighter in
Suspicion.
tone. Uh-oh.
surrender and die.
What?
Excuse me, sir. Don't you mean surrender or die?
Not in this city.
As in every
Protect us from
post-apocalyptic
these
world, we
gods.
have a
I'll
cruel,
introduce you to
brutal,
someone who can
overpowering
help you.
law for enforcement. Defeat him now. Ow!
Thankfully, your tricks are
They
still
wanna
as
play
useful
rough,
as ever.
huh?
And then that
Let's
happens.
see how you deal with this.
By the way, just gonna bring this up right off the bat. That little pre-render sprite there for Jak is fucking creepy.
It is.
Oh, you mean that
And it
light
looks
in the
even creepier
corner?
in all production. And
Like-
it looks even creepier in production artwork.
I can only imagine like kids that like at the age of 10 or whatever play the game for the first time, see that and it's like they cannot sleep at night.
Something he did.
But see, it's actually something kind of cool because it's like you're not as terrified because you realize you
Okay, Jack.
are the
What you just
monster.
did was
You are
very
your
wrong.
own worst
This
nightmare.
child is
For who
important.
could have allowed
So Dark
the
Jack
peace?
is
You are in
Oh, and don't worry. Apparently, if you just kill everybody who was there and they're witnesses, they kind of forget that they placed a arrest warrant on everybody.
To safety.
Yeah, that helps.
Hey, what about us?
There is an underground group waging war
Ooh, a
against
rebellion.
Baron Praxis.
Ah,
It's
perfect.
clear
Of course.
The Shadow could use fighters like you. Go to the slums. Find a dead-end alley near the city wall.
Okay.
Like, I can't be
Ask
the
for
only one that
Todd.
hears it. Like, do you hear it too, Logan? He kind of sounds like good soup a little.
Seal off the area.
A little bit. I'll look it up. But I will say, let's go and hotwire ourselves a zoomer. Because
Woohoo!
apparently, Kira's models have been actually pretty expanded since Jak 1. So like her technology, the A-Grav zoomers are now popular vehicles.
Yeah.
So you can drive forward, just like in the game.
And the worst part is since she got so flung far into the future, she can't take any of the credit.
Yeah. But anyway, so it's simple. You just drive around. You can also switch between a high and a low hovering mode.
Honestly,
And,
that being said, if you want to save yourself some sanity, never go the low road, because you're
Why?
live.
I like-
Because you're
here.
well, you're li you're very lucky. Oh yeah, he's you monster. But they're also liable to run into one of those Crimson Guards, and well, shit goes foobar when you do that.
Yeah, there's a whole GTA, there's like a Grand Theft Auto aspect to this game now, and it's, again, kind of interesting, but I'm gonna say I actually like going low sometimes because it avoids all the freaking traffic of flying up high in the other cars.
That is true. Honestly, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Hello, fellow rebellions.
Whoa, hi there.
And jubblies.
Corsentas.
And
Ears.
cats.
Torn?
Maybe this guy's a new.
These two are practically like brothers. They're both edgy and serious.
And as my friend likes to put it, meet Torn, aka the guy who likes to have an edge off with Jack every time he's on screen.
Pretty much. It's like he's got something to prove.
If you want to join,
Kind of reminds me of Shadow's little, edge offs with Infinite during the Twitter takeover.
unless you've got the
Oh,
fur.
that was awesome.
Oh, that.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Honestly, though, if I were to compare, Torn is easily a better edgelord than both of them.
Back to me.
Oh, but this is Cutter Garcia.
Cutter Garcia.
No idea who he is. He is in he's in some TV episodes and stuff now. Oh, he played a bartender in an episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, real quick, are you talking about the guy that
And he-
voiced the Edge guy we just met?
Torn. Yes, that was Torn. So that's fine. He also played some guy named Durham in Max Steel, that one cartoon show or whatever.
Yeah,
Never
I
seen
wasn't practically. I've only heard about it. I've never seen an episode.
Yeah, he's still in stuff, which is nice. Anyway, so we're gonna go. So this is the whole. What we're seeing is this is the basis of the game. You get missions, go to that spot on the map. Okay, and do the mission. Go home.
Yeah, that's essentially how it is. It's a whoa! That wasn't a Crimson Guard in his air bike. Otherwise, you'd be in serious trouble.
Yeah, if you hit any Crimson Guard vehicle too much, I think they let you off with a bit of a little warning if you just bump them. But if you seriously damage them or hit any guard, you'll all be on your case.
Honestly, for personal experience, even one bump was enough to get them on alert and chase my ass. It was not fun.
Welcome to Old City. Or Old Room. Ow! Stop it! Another neat little thing this game added was health actually kind of varies. Whereas at most you could get 4 hits if you had an extra 50 green eco. In this game you have, I think, is it 8?
Yeah, it's 8.
And some enemies can only deal 1 damage to you. Most of them usually do 2.
Yeah, which kind of makes the whole thing a little moot. But at the very least, it's a step up from Jak 1, regardless.
But do not be fooled. This game is, I would say, easily twice as hard as Jak 1.
Oh,
if you're not
yes.
under guard.
In fact, I would honestly argue that it's the hardest game in the trilogy.
Yeah, because I think Jak 3 almost gave you so many options that, especially with the weapon. I can't wait.
Yeah, Jak 3 definitely gave you plenty of options, and it still had its fair share of challenge, but not quite to the degree of this game.
Okay, but as it stands, and if you're wondering about all the little Dark Eco things, this game introduces again, as you saw in the opening cutscenes, when Jak consumes concentrated Dark Eco, he powers up his ability to turn into Dark Jak for a limited time, and you can upgrade Dark Jak's capabilities later. However, do not do what I did, which is foolishly think that, he's good for all Dark Eco. The first time I saw Dark Eco, I was like, "Come to Papa!" I jumped in and died.
That's
So
why you don't
this should
jump
make
into
me more
Dark Eco
powerful.
pools, you jerk, you dumbass.
But I thought, I can be more powerful now.
There is
Yeah,
such a thing as too much.
Oh, I'm so sad. Hype gets to miss this, but
Aw.
we did it.
Yay, we got our first.
Oh no.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
And of course, Jak shows off how much of a fucking perfect
Daxter.
badass he is, while Daxter is still the lovable goofball that flops at every turn.
And by collecting a flag, we managed to destroy an entire building. Welcome back. You just missed unfortunately a cutscene I'm sad you missed, but
I guess you guys are in.
yeah, we pressed Torn. Okay, basically to sum it up, we tried to do the good old. They even played the little jingle of "We got a thing," and in doing so, caused a lot of destruction. And that was the point of the game where Jak realized, okay, we gotta grow up. Nice, we gotta grow up. Little speedrun trick. Anyway, we gotta grow up, and we can't do those little show-offy things every time we do something.
Yeah.
Those days are over.
Says the guy that's constantly dive bombing the ground.
I have to entertain myself sometimes when I'm in those loading things.
I know, but they're there for a reason.
Yeah,
just-
I will say
sorry.
there's one.
All I was gonna say is sorry that I missed that. I had to take the dog out.
It's okay. I'll like show you the scene real quick, like in between episodes. But what was it? What was I gonna say? That is one benefit to the PS4 re-release version because yes, I know that as of recording this, literally every Jack game except for Lost Frontier and Daxter are on PS4 now.
Which is nice.
I didn't. I already recorded them and started recording on PS2, so don't expect to see those. Sorry, sir, back there. Destroy the vehicle.
Destroy the evidence.
Parallel parked. See, now they'll confuse that one for mine, and the license plate will throw them off. So,
Yeah.
with that said, thank you all so much for watching this. Promise that it'll be do my best to keep this series nice and lively, and join us in the next part where we'll be seeing what the underground has for us.
Yep. Till next time, everybody.
Bye.